the guy I dated before meeting my handsome man here, the guy I dated, I expected him seriously to have a driving license. But I swear I've been disappointed when I saw he didn't even know how to drive. That thing just...
Expectation.
I was like, I know.
Yeah.
Someone expecting you to have a house in Kigali, and and finds that you don't even have a plot. That person will never love you seriously.
Mature ladies, they don't like being treated like babies.
Hey.
Open Up Africa. Thoughts, ideas, real discussions by the youth on Open Up Africa.
Welcome back once again to another session of Open Up Africa. It's a new year and new things, new topics and more deeper into this discussion. Remember, this is season 2 of Open Up Africa, where we open it up to the rest of the public with special guests joining us. And today, on my immediate right, we have Wase. Wase, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Irachiza.
Yes.
Before, you know Arafat, of course, but again, if I have to introduce them, Wase is Mrs. Irachiza.
Yeah.
So that is the special thing about that. So you're welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Irachiza.
Thank you.
Of course, in line with today's topic, this week, it's going to appear on the screen shortly. Dating, marriage, and expectations. Right? Relationships. This is a relationships part 2. Dating, marriage, and expectations. How easy or not are dating and marriage institutions among youth today, and how better should we approach them? Is dating easy or not? So how easy is it, or how not easy it is not, and how should we manage them in today's as youth? In that interest, we had to have Mr. and Mrs. Irachiza, so that they can share with us.
They are newly married couple.
Yeah.
Yes, that's great. That's the point here.
So Open Up Africa Season 2 brings us into real issues with real people.
Yeah, we'll be bringing exactly.
Not actors, eh?
We're not acting. This is real life, and it's youth.
Yeah.
And of course, we have had, this is special because we have not had such space in discussions with hands-on experience. And today we have the pleasure. Thanks for joining us, guys.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
So Arafat, you with Liz, you've been back and forth
About
dating and
yeah.
So to you, is dating that easy? How is it easy?
It becomes easy when you have a plan.
So you mean
According
people
to me, some people date without a plan.
Is it possible?
Yes, quite possible. You know what? Dating is quite somehow very difficult when you're dating without a very good reason as to why you're dating. Like the world of today, some people date because they want to have fun with maybe with a boy or with a girl.
What is wrong with fun?
There's nothing wrong with fun. That's why I'm saying that it becomes easy or bad or difficult when you don't have a reason. But when you have a reason as to why you're dating, for example, if you're dating for fun, please come as someone who's dating for fun. If you're dating for a serious thing like marriage, because marriage is a serious project, I respect it so much. That's why you need to come in the image of seriousness.
So basically, before dating, you should give out the details. You should be like, yo, I'm here for a serious reason, or I'm here for just fun.
Of course, you cannot even, you should not even tell him like, no, I'm here for a serious reason. But the acts themselves show how serious you are or how not serious you are. I get it. Andrew, don't lie to me. You are not going to tell me that if someone is dating you for a serious reason, in 1 month you won't be able to detect that, or 2. You can know that unless you're not normal. Let me say that, because I'm serious on this, because we should be able to tell that this person is dating me for a serious reason, or this person is dating me for fun, or if you're not interested in me, don't allow me into it, because you may allow me into your life for dating when you know you cannot go into a serious relationship which will lead us into marriage. You should be able to detect all that. So that's what I can say right now.
Okay, ladies first. Mrs. Irachiza.
Yes, please.
Should I call you Sandrine?
It's okay. They're all my names.
All of
They're
them?
all mine.
But she's Mrs.
Okay, but
Please,
of course
don't
I'm already.
She's Sandrine Irachiza.
Okay,
They're all
Sandrine.
mine.
Sandrine. Now, when it comes to dating, you of course have experience with it. Then also before delving into marriage. Now, when it comes to dating, let's start with dating first. First things first. Where do youth go wrong? Where do you think youth go wrong when dating?
Well, as he was saying, basically this thing of knowing how, knowing whether you're dating for a serious reason or if you're dating for further plans, that's a hard thing to find out when you're still, you know, especially since youth, they start it when they're still young, basically. These days, even a 10-year-old has a girlfriend.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. These days, even a 10-year-old has a girlfriend.
Okay, friend. Would we say friend just or girlfriend?
No.
We mean dating.
Dating
Like
at
romantic
10 years.
relationship.
At
You
10
mean we might
years.
be speaking here and there's a girl who has
A boyfriend.
25 years of dating experience.
Yeah.
Of course.
And they're
Yeah.
not yet married.
Yeah.
We have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
those
all.
are the people that date without a project.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, so that's the thing, because they start it when they're still young. And imagine a 10-year-old. So there, when you start when you're 10, you know, you experience different people, especially when you're 10, you don't even think of dating a person of your age. They don't even think of that, you know, like a girl dating a 12-year-old. If you're 10, you date a 12-year-old because you think a 12-year-old is more, you know, more
The
cool
guy
than a
must be
10-year-old.
older than you.
Yeah,
It's a
so
must.
that's the thing.
Girls love that.
Yeah, girls love
I
that.
also love that.
What?
You cannot date
You
someone
also
older
love,
than you. Can you do that?
Younger girls.
No.
Would you
know,
date a girl who is older
I
than
thought
you?
it was like that before, but I'm gradually changing as life beats me. When you're
He's
young,
thinking of
Okay.
changing
when
his
you're
mind.
young, you have the list and you're like,
maybe-
it should be this,
yeah.
This and that,
this,
yeah.
Much as
age,
even
you're like-
girls, it beats them. You have, you know, girls have the Wonderland list, the Disney.
Yeah, that is
list,
true.
the Fairyland
Yeah.
list. So, but even guys also, as we have it, you can say now she should be this, she should be this, she should be this. Then it comes narrowing at least with, you know, with.
No, basically, my mom is older than my dad. So when I grew up, I was like, my husband should be a bit younger than I. Because, you know.
Inspired by your mom.
Yeah. I was like, why not?
How did you know that your dad is younger?
I found out. My dad was a soldier, and you know how soldiers are, you know? With ladies and all, they don't even care the age and all that.
Okay.
So, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are overconfident.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know,
So it's
they
easy
can
to.
handle
yeah?
any threat,
Yeah.
any challenge.
Exactly.
So,
So that's why I used to look at mom and be like, you know, my mom is older, so maybe I'll also
It's okay.
find a husband who is.
okay. So when it comes to that, you have been telling us about now. The
Yeah,
age when
exactly.
The 10-year-olds,
Yeah, the
but when-
10-year-old dates the 12-year-old, and the 12-year-old, as you can understand, the 12-year-old is of course more, you know, mature than the 10-year-old. So basically, the thing, it actually starts from there. When it starts from when you're 10, you start dating when you're 10, and imagine now growing up. You still have that mind that you should date someone who is older than you, or you know, even when you date the person, because the person is older than you, of course it won't be a serious project. The person is older than
But
you,
she's raising
because
a point.
you know why? The person is older than you,
Yeah.
and so the ideas that I have are not the same as the ideas.
They don't match.
Exactly. They don't match when you're still dating. When you don't even have a project, a serious project.
Are you
They can't.
chasing us from dating all that? There are girls who are dating. Last time we were having the topic of sugar daddies, right? It's cross-generational relationships. You could say it. That's how now you know what's up. Cross-generational relationships. Where, to me, I was saying that girls of today mostly are dating their grandfathers, ancestors. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Somebody older than you, 20 years. Who's that?
Third generation.
No. You know the thing. The thing is, the reason why they even end up not staying together, even when they date those men that are older.
It ends in tears.
Exactly, it ends in tears because the guy is way older than you are. He'll just look at the things you do and be like, this is a kid, yo. Whatever you're doing, this is so childish.
That's why we go wrong.
But again, you ladies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Andrew, you get it? She's trying to bring it in a way where we go wrong. She's saying that when you date someone like older than you, or when you make wrong choices, that's where we go.
Or way younger than you.
Way younger than you are.
That's the number one. But it's mostly on girls, I think.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
so that
girls want to go things to go.
Let's look at the side of boys. So maybe it will be general.
So yes, she talks about that. But do you believe that these girls want to be pampered, be called babies in reality? That's why they look for guys older than them, because they know he'll treat me like a baby.
No, I don't think so. Because mature ladies, they don't like being treated like babies.
Hey.
True.
What happened?
In fact, that's one of the...
Which generation am I living in?
No. That's the first sign showing you a mature lady.
True.
Someone who can be, who has potentiality to become a woman. They don't like being treated like babies. My wife, for example, she doesn't like that. Are you taking notes? Yeah, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that, and I respect it and I love it. She loves being responsible. She loves being treated as, older than what she is in reality. You see, that's a quality to me.
Older.
That's a quality.
So do you rather go for blessings than pampering her?
Yeah, of course, man. Because
advice,
another issue is that's even dangerous, because if you have a wife and she's a baby at the same time, then when she gets a baby, you're gonna have two babies in the house.
True.
You won't handle that, because a man doesn't need a baby. He needs a wife, a helper. A baby will not help you. A baby is, it's a problem already. I mean, you're gonna have to take care of the baby.
One baby cries.
You can't expect help. You can't expect help from a baby.
I'm seriously learning.
You see, you can't expect any help from a baby. And even if we go into religion, the Bible says that a woman is a helper. True. You know that. But when it talks about a woman as a helper, it talks about a mature woman, not a baby girl.
They're not talking about girls.
No, they're not talking about girls. They're talking about women, a woman. Because a woman is not a girl. A woman is a mature girl. There is a difference. Yeah, because a girl needs a girl needs to be taken care of, but a woman is on a level of taking care of somebody else.
Yeah.
Do you know that normally women, they have the power to take care of us more than we do?
True.
More than we take care of them.
I've come to believe.
Yeah.
Because even the Bible, God, no, seriously, even in the Bible, God said it's not good for Adam to be alone. Which means Adam needs Eve more than Eve needs Adam.
True. Yeah.
You see, because Adam was there, but Eve was not there. So Eve was brought to help Adam. So Eve didn't need Adam. Adam needed Eve. I sometimes go on women's side, but because I understand, I see it, I'm living the experience. Men sometimes don't understand how we need women in our lives. They don't understand that. But I know.
And the topic is relationships, dating to marriage, dating courtship to marriage, and where we go wrong as youth. Just after the break, we'll go more and check into this baby thing. Girls love being pampered. Now there's another thing coming up.
Reality.
After the break.
Open Up Africa. Open Up Africa.
Welcome back from that short break. Open Up Africa. That's the hashtag. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just type Open Up Africa. And today with me we have an interesting couple. And they are raising interesting things. Leave alone looks interesting, as I say. Even the brain. I think my friend called Patrick raised something. That today we are now challenging some people just move. These people don't just move. They are raising interesting things that you need to take home. Dating, marriage to courtship, dating, courtship to marriage, and what it entails. Where do you, as youth, where do you youth fail? And she has raised something very interesting. Sandrine raised something interesting. And also, Roy, you raised something very interesting. And I'm surprised. Okay, women want to be treated maturely. But again, I'm still stuck to my old customs where women like say baby, baby, babe, babe, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, they want, you know, to be treated, I know, the pampering and what, but again, I think it also takes us that they want also to be given the space to assume and also take hold of responsibility to show that they can. Yes, we can, and they take over.
Yeah.
Because much as I think it also explains why when we talked of gender-based violence, and sometimes men have, because they know they have maybe that space of being the heads, they feel women can't do anything as well. Does that also eat deeper into dating as well?
What? Feeling that women that cannot do what men can do?
Yeah, I think so.
That's patriarchal system, man.
Yeah.
That's patriarchal system. The other system of thinking that a man is a man. That is bad. What I can do, a woman can do better. Trust me or
better.
not. Yes.
Aye.
What a man can do, a woman can do better. Don't you know that?
No, there are even some natural laws that people forget or don't even think about. Do you know that if they lock you in a house with a woman and they don't give you food, do you know that you will die before the woman?
True.
Of course, because the woman is well endowed and gifted. I thought it is the thing. Science has
No, she's well packaged because she's a helper.
Yeah.
She has to.
Yeah.
You see, even soldiers when they go to war, there are those who, like, you know, who have luggages of food and all that, like who help them, feeding them and all that, like in times some years ago. Those people were so important, more than the one holding a gun. Because if that guy is kidnapped or something, they will not get food. They will
and of
die.
course, people who could kidnap, they could take the other ones for food.
Exactly. You see now. So those are the examples. But I'm not trying to prove that women are better than men. In fact, this is the problem most people have and most societies have. The fact that one is gifted depending on his role to play doesn't make him better than you. You see the problem. The only issue we have now, the perception of things is an issue. We are always trying to look as okay, it's me against her. It's her competitions. It's not about that. It's not about that. You know, there are responsibilities of a man and there are responsibilities of a woman.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, also,
and
these days people can share responsibilities where the ones you call the ones for a man can also be for a woman. I think,
of course.
I think
Yeah, but there are those that are not
just
shared.
to be able
but
to,
there are those that are
those that
exactly.
can't be shared.
There are those that can't be shared.
I know one.
I get it.
I know one. Like
Like
paying the bill in the restaurant.
giving back.
That one can be shared.
Labor,
That one can be shared.
Times have changed.
Yeah, man.
That one can.
This is the .com generation.
Cannot
so.
share going
Exactly.
with labor.
You see, there are natural things that cannot be shared.
Yeah.
A man
Labor.
can't give birth. You see?
Labor pains.
Exactly. There are things that cannot be shared. And those things prove that we have different responsibilities.
True.
Sure.
But it doesn't make us against each other or compete.
True.
Imagine seeing a woman saying, hey, you're the man, you can't even give birth. You say this woman is stupid because you don't need to bring those kind of laws, those kind of fights.
Impossible.
Yeah.
You see, because you have that because you are a helper. You go that to help the man. And the man also got something you don't have to also take care of you. So all those stuff, I think those are the things, the same things that can make people united are the same that will make others fight. This is a very big problem.
So if I may ask, Sandrine, the ball is back to you. Do we, when we go to dating, do we take in a lot of expectations? Should we keep our expectations high? Are you keeping our expectations so high that he should provide this, she should provide this? If she doesn't do this, if he doesn't do this, I'll not do this.
No. Don't keep your expectations high. Because, let me tell you why. Honestly, sometimes you keep your expectations high and you find that the guy is keeping them low.
Okay.
So you see, that's the thing. You should basically be on the same level. You should nuance. You should balance. Okay? Like if I am dating and if I expect something from him, it's not a must that he should do it. He can do it as well as he can't do it.
Some relationships out there are now being split because of what this lady is saying.
And if he can't,
you go to the police.
You go to the police. You're dating, you're not yet married.
Okay.
So you can't report anywhere. And besides, the thing that I've seen, most relationships, most people who are dating, they hide it from the parents. So basically, if he doesn't do something for you, you don't have anywhere to report. You don't even need to report. It's between you guys. You see, so you keep your expectations nuanced.
Okay.
On the side of expectations, we usually girls have it much. You find that when a guy comes in front of you, like tries to date you, you start to think about how capable is he, what can he provide, will he manage their family, is he able to treat me the way I want or the way I've been treated
by my father,
by my father or my mother. So you start to compile all that you expect from it. It's what exactly you wanted to talk about.
Is that when you're dating?
Some girls are like that. They
Most
sit down.
girls.
When you're dating?
Yes.
Basically, I think the reason why
They
I'm
have a very
confused.
big
Okay,
list.
to be honest, personally, I've been so tomboy. So that's why when I hear girls like that, I'm like, oh, really? I didn't know.
Sure. So there are some girls who have a very big list.
They compare you with their father.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Is he in the same category like my father?
So your boyfriend is your... what?
Look, there's even a point where maybe you are like the girl you're dating has brothers who are rich. You get it? You get that? So he looks at you and says, really? This guy is not even in the level of my
He doesn't
brother.
have even a bicycle.
He doesn't have even a bicycle or a motorcycle. How can he? I mean, he looks at you and look at the list and say, really, there's no fitting. So at the end of the day, you're wasting your time as a man, because even if you marry her, she will still have that on heart. Really, this guy,
Still comparing you to others.
still comparing you with others.
Yeah.
So that is the very big mistake most girls do, and most boys. When I talk of boys, the mistake they do, they can't detect that immediately. They can't know that someone they are dating, let me say this,
Has high expectations.
yes, has high expectations.
But, okay.
But that's how society has designed us. Most girls are like that. Expectations are high. There are even girls who expect you to be flying a plane when the father doesn't have a bicycle.
Yesterday I was talking to someone who told me that she's my friend. She's been my friend before getting married. She told me, you know what? I was disappointed that my husband didn't have even a plot of land in Kigali. But she was telling me like a friend, like a friend.
But that
she was
was
not
truth.
even high. She was not even like
That was truth. It was.
she was
coming
giving
from
me
the
the
heart.
truth that I was disappointed my husband didn't have a plot of land, but I didn't take time to ask him that before when we were dating. But I was just surprised when we got married. So I was like, were you disappointed or what? She was like, no. But I've been hearing girls telling me, no, it's better to have a boyfriend who has a plot of land, who has this, who has this. You know, when they hear all that,
Really?
she comes with that also.
No, okay, basically, me personally, the way I was, the guy I dated before meeting my handsome man here, The guy I dated, I expected him seriously to have a driving license.
Yeah.
But I swear I've been disappointed when I saw he didn't even know how to drive. That thing just... I was like, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and another thing I expected from him, okay, to say about expectations, another thing I expected from him was, you know, when you're dating someone, you expect the person to sacrifice some stuff, you know, to be, you know, and I expected him to sacrifice himself, but he never did. So I was like, okay. So I didn't know those. By then, I didn't know those were expectations.
Andrew, can you see that drop? Just a drop in an ocean of just thinking of a driving permit.
Yes,
exactly.
Can you see? It's just like a drop in the
something that can just sound small to some.
It's like small,
Yeah.
but it means something to
Then
some.
imagine someone who expects you to have a house.
A plane.
No, the plane is bigger. How many have them? But someone expecting to have a house in Kigali, and you know, and finds that you don't even have a plot. That person will never love you seriously.
Yeah,
If
that's
someone can expect a driving permit and finds that you don't have it and it's a big deal to her, think about it when you don't have a house and you don't have a plot, when she expected to have it.
Exactly.
She
That's
will
why I
never love you when
said
she gets home.
expectations should be nuanced.
So expectations should not be actually there, according to me. You shouldn't expect a lot. Why? Look at the person the way he is or she is. What she's telling you is what you should tell. Whatever you find home.
Can I give you maybe a serious point here? I think we are moving around the real issue here because expectations.
Gilbert, just before you chip in.
They can't miss in dating.
Gilbert, just before you chip in, we have to go for a break because this is something very heated. Just after the break, Open Up Africa comes shortly, and we are going to delve into Gilbert's point after the break.
Open Up Africa. Open Up Africa.
Gilbert, you are raising something.
Yeah. I was saying that on the expectation issue and all that, even your expectations must be driven by the right thing inside you. So most of people, the reason why they have too much expectations is because even the way they start the whole relationship is wrong.
Sure.
I always tell people that the way you start your journey determines how you're going to end it. The biggest mistake people make when it comes to relationship, people they date, but they are total strangers to each other. Sure. This is the enemy of relationship.
They don't take time to learn.
They don't know each other. Sure. Because as what you said,
what do you mean, please?
As what you said, the lady, she got to know that the guy doesn't have a land when they were married.
Yes.
That's a big mistake.
That's a big mistake.
It shows me that those people have been strangers to each other. There is nothing concerning my life that she doesn't know. Nothing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Please let them
there's nothing. Listen, there's nothing concerning her life, even her past, that I don't know.
How did you go to history, current affairs, to biology?
Let me show you. Let me give you an example. You see these people who date. You find two people are dating, but one of them has a best friend aside of a different sex, opposite sex, that he tells or she tells everything, but to the other guy she's dating, it's just pretending, romance, nothing else. True. That's very terrible. True. That relationship can never work.
Is that true? Do girls have usually good friends, boys? Many. Who they tell exactly
many.
What they cannot tell you.
Many.
Let me testify.
She will testify.
He was my best friend when I was dating
the other guy.
And with my boyfriend, we were never open to each other.
How do you call that?
Basically, he was just
cheating.
there for...
How do you call that?
It's not.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
The reason why it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
They were friends. They were
we
just
were
friends.
friends.
And you are respecting it.
Exactly.
So you see,
the guy was just there.
They were respecting it.
The guy was just there for romance.
Now, you could tell this guy things you could not tell your boyfriend.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Because the other one was
internal things.
I would have a problem.
Come on.
That I wouldn't tell my boyfriend.
My girlfriend.
And do you know why that happened? Do you know why that happened? That happened because of the way we met and the way I also behaved with her.
Yeah. Sure.
I was opening up to her. She opened up back to me.
Yeah.
And do you know why that issue is there? You find people they date, but they don't open to each other. Or one of them doesn't open up.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you don't open up, and the other person meets someone who opens up and gives her his life without thinking of anything else, you might lose the woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting worried of best friends.
Andrew, I'm worried already because you know why? This guy snatched someone with someone.
No, it's snatched. I did not.
Best friends automatically.
No, but again, there's a theory I've had.
If you're not aware,
there's a principle, a theory I've had that it's better to get married or marry your best friend. I've heard about it.
That's what I've been. That's the point.
Somebody who knows you.
No, that's the point I was raising.
Yeah.
That's the point I was raising. When the two people are best friends, even the expectations they go low. Do you know why they go low automatically? Because you know each other 100%. Yeah. So there are things you cannot even expect.
I agree. For that I agree.
There are things you cannot even expect from the person.
What you don't know.
Exactly.
Because you know everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you know everything, you know the person can't afford this.
We live together in the house. You know exactly what I can be able to buy or not.
Exactly.
It's like
so
you're
you
living
see,
together in the house.
when you're best friends,
look,
when you're best friends with your woman, if you have 1 million, she knows you have 1 million. You don't. She knows you can't have 2 and say you have 1. That's it. So there are no expectations of things that you can't afford.
Stop that. If you can stop there, let me say something. So you shouldn't say that you should marry your best friend, but you can create someone your best friend before you engage into a deep
even while dating, when you know that thing is important, when you know it's needed, it's necessary to have that, then when you are dating, your vision has to become best friends.
So Andrew,
you know that's one of the things you have to
people need to know out there that if you're dating, please take 5 months, make someone your best friend before you tell him
it doesn't matter how long.
It doesn't matter how long. It's just
can you make someone your best friend in 1 week?
I'm telling you.
Even in 3 days.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
No, I mean, you see,
friendship.
Let me show you something. The way guys date.
While you're opening up.
Look, the way guys date, that's where the problem is. I mean, you might love a lady, and the way you approach her, even if she has a boyfriend, you can still make that lady your wife. I mean, it depends, because you see, like what we spoke when we were still there about the way some people, care. Yeah, you have an issue, but instead of caring for you, I mean, you have an issue, you don't look good. I mean, you look sad, but instead of caring and try to make you feel okay, I'm like, man, your mood is disturbing me.
Selfishness.
Selfishness. You're more worried about your own mood than the issue that the guy has.
Yeah.
So this is one of the problems guys have. When you're dating, when you are maybe you want to date, because you're not dating already, you want to date a lady, you're interested in a lady, you find her, she has a boyfriend. Let me show you something funny. If you are caring enough, that lady, if the guy is not her best friend, even the issues she will have in her relationship, she will come to you. She will run to you because she has nobody else to talk.
But then
now I'm a bit curious.
That is very bad.
It is bad, but it happens.
I know that Andrew is dating someone, and I know that Andrew really wants the other person, and Andrew doesn't have that character of creating her a best friend, but he wants to have her in the future. And me, I come out and say, okay, I'm going to make her my best friend. That is bad.
No, you don't go and say I want to.
That is a decision to change her.
Look, you don't go and make her your best friend. You don't make her your best friend.
It comes out of
it's natural, because if when
you will be friends, you will be friends.
Look, when you are a good person, let me show you. If you are a good person, if you're just naturally a good guy, you help. Because I'm not saying that I cared for her alone. She knows me. I care for any friend of mine. Everyone. Any friend. If you're a girl, you're a woman, I don't care. If you have an issue and I can solve it, I can help. I give help. You see. So, but the problem now is the issue is not with you who's helping the lady. The issue is with the guy who can take care of his girl.
True.
That's the thing. Because again, you can't say the guy. You can't even see when she was having issues. I never told her to leave the guy. Ask her. She can testify.
Let's testify.
I never.
How long were you best friends?
No. Let her testify. That's why.
No, she can testify. I never asked her to leave.
Wow,
the guy.
that's romantic.
I never. I was always defending. Ask her. I was always defending the guy.
True.
Always. Because my main interest was not to separate them. No. I can't.
You wished well.
No. I wish them to be happy because I didn't want to.
That
to
is,
take
you were
her.
How long?
Yeah, I was
you
just
were
like,
a
how
good
long are you
friend.
best friends?
exactly. I
You
was
were
just
a
a
good
good friend.
How long have you been?
We've been best friends like 2 or 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, just
No, I mean before this.
Yeah.
before what?
Before getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Before getting married, it's like a
Like
year and some.
A year and some.
That's before when you are friends. You are friends.
So they also took a year dating.
So
And actually, a research by Utah, University of Utah in USA in 2015 indicated that 1 or 2 years is a good amount of time to have a marriage project. But before a year, it's not allowed. Those are those are psychotherapists and couple therapists who are raising that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you find some people date just 3 months. I have a
3
friend
weeks.
who dated 2 months and they got married in the 3rd month. Can you imagine that?
Are they happy
Really, do
with
you
that?
know each other?
Are they happy in life?
They've never lived together. It's like maybe they lived together. They met just in 2 months.
contributed for
and
the
they-
wedding.
That is terrible.
I contributed
Go
10
for your
That
money.
is terrible.
Go for your money.
And you know the scary thing now here, the most dangerous thing
2 months.
you find even in those 2 months, they didn't have the target of becoming best friends. They were even dating
But you're
as
mixing
strangers.
two things. eh?
Imagine.
What were
How
they?
do we call that?
I didn't
Even
understand.
the 2
How
months,
many-
they're dating
were
as
they
strangers.
working on
because-
relations, on the friendship or the marriage?
No,
Yes, one
basically-
has to come.
Yeah, those are the
Basically,
things.
like
before getting married, you first have to create that friendship.
The project comes later.
Aye.
You must
see?
create that thing where you feel like whatever happens to you, the first person that rings in your
That-
mind
exactly.
is your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend, or your boyfriend.
True.
Nobody else must come in the middle of you.
The
If
first
Because
someone
if
else is
some
on the
if that thing is there,
Speed
then
dial.
you guys have a problem.
Speed dial.
Exactly.
There is a very big problem.
Very important. 2021 comes into your mind when you get a problem.
Who?
Who?
If it's not your partner, my friend,
Then
you're not safe.
I'm going to erase my phone call. My phone book.
Andrew, who comes into your mind when you think of a problem? When you have a problem? Who
I just
comes
thought
in?
of my mother, right?
oh my
She's
Manya,
your,
I love you.
now she's your girlfriend, man. She's your. Actually, our mothers are.
I
our
mean,
good
the
girlfriends.
first things that
But that's a good sign, because if your mom is the one coming first in your mind,
She's your-
then you will treat your wife very, very well.
Yeah,
because
she
as
loves
men,
mothers.
we learn it from our mothers.
Yeah.
Sure.
The way we treat our mothers is the same way we're gonna treat our wives. It's automatic.
I had my
Just the way
grandmom who used to
girls-
call me, go, I'm her like boyfriend. Like they
grandmother,
they
sometimes,
call
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes they use
just
And
the way
grandfather.
girls, whenever they have a problem, the first person they think
They want
of
to
is
die.
dad.
Yes.
So it's the same way you learn.
So there's just before we conclude this session, there's mixing. I think, should we agree that youth today, when we are dating, we front intimacy before friendship?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's one
That's
of the
agree with
biggest
that too.
mistakes.
That's
One of the biggest mistakes.
So we are blinded by intimacy,
Yes.
the romance and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm to say the last, if maybe it's time to say the last word, I don't know, because
No,
you said
we
before we
have to.
wind up, if we still have time, okay, let me say this. The most important thing I think youth out there needs to do when you're going into dating, just to get to know that you're going into a long project. That's the number one point you need to know in mind. You just have to keep it on the back of your mind that you are going into a serious project, which is a lifetime project.
Yes.
The person you're going to go to, that's why we are seeing divorce. Divorces are rising because of what? People go into projects without planning them. Just know that I'm doing something and I will not quit it. Have it in your mind. If you can't have that, you are not going to have a life, a successful and a long, sustaining whatever relationship.
So I hope you're talking on both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
Yes, on both sides.
The topic is dating.
Another thing also, maybe my last word is never forget.
There's no last word.
Okay. We are still okay.
The topic is dating, relationships into marriage. Where do youth go wrong or right? What are the bits, the don'ts and do's in that process? After the break, we are going to delve into your comments on Twitter. This is Open Up Africa.
Open Up Africa. Open Up Africa.
Welcome back from that break. The topic is dating, marriage expectations. How easy or not are dating and marriage institutions among youth today? And how best can we better them? Should we approach them as well? On Twitter, that's the topic, and on your screens you can see it. And today with me we have Sandrine, Gilbert, and extreme left, Arafat as usual, with Liz on in the background somewhere. And as we delve into your comments on Twitter. We have the first one is called Semalulu Joseph. What a topic! Dating to marriage, now tainted by dating to marriage, is now tainted by who is loaded, the who was loaded craze in town. Mm-hmm. Honestly speaking,
who is loaded?
Yeah, who is loaded?
Money.
I mean the money thing.
Yes. Honestly speaking, this is a purely natural guided institution. If the connection is there, first and foremost, then the willingness from either parties is constantly nourished in this union. Mm-hmm. So he says he first brings the notion that today if you look into the dating world, who is loaded is what is considered.
Of course, it's what I was telling you. Someone looks at you and brings a list and says, okay, does he have a house? Does he have a car? Does he have a good job? Is he having a permanent contract? You know, those are the things they look at. You see, those are the bad expectations I call them.
And where it's very wrong and funny,
very wrong.
The one asking for that doesn't ask herself, what do I have? What am I bringing?
It?
That's the funniest thing.
What are they bringing on the table?
Oh, forget about saying only girls. Some boys are also like
of course. Mm-hmm.
Boys are
some boys are looking
both
at
sides.
Does she have a good job?
Which family does she come from?
Can she afford to take care of the family when I'm not around? You know, most boys are now also looking at that.
And all things have.
It's because of gender balance.
And let me tell you something funny. All things have a consequence. Listen, some guys today, they're getting married to girls, looking at their salary. You see?
Are you serious?
And they said this lady, she gets 600,000 per month.
The figures.
Then if I bring my 600, it will be 1,200,000. He starts counting. He starts counting on that. And do you know what happens when they get married? They put together, at the court, they put together all the, Ivangamutungo. Do you know what happens?
What happens?
Most of the guys, sometimes they do that, and you find the lady, she has a loan at the bank. Maybe she built a house for her parents, because ladies, they don't really plan for their home. They expect the man to come bring everything, as we were saying. Now, when you get home, you find you're also going to be paying the loan.
You start paying for the loan.
Of course,
that can also happen on the side of a lady.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you. You must be best friends, because if you're best friends, she will even tell you she has a loan. But when you come counting on the money, like you're playing games,
the 6 figures,
my friend.
But don't forget that, Andrew, we need to have also truth in this. Sometimes you need someone, and you really need that person. but you think a slight mistake will lead you into danger and you will miss that person.
Yes.
So you need to be conscious and take measures. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So whatever comes out of your mouth should be measured.
Okay, back to comments. God live at G Akinore says, my view, dating could be easy or hard. It is easy when two people when two people dating share the same beliefs, goals and vision. Number 2, it becomes hard when those dating don't share anything in common. I think the first thing youth should do is to understand each other, likes and dislikes.
That's
creating
because
friendship.
with your friends, you know likes and dislikes of the other person. So
Exactly.
Friendship.
You know, it brings back to the point of being best friends before anything else.
Yeah.
he's raising
That's
a
the
nice
only
boy.
way you can know each other. Because when the dating thing comes before everything else, you start pretending.
Okay.
There are some nakedness of your life you don't want to, you don't want
Open
the other person to see.
Yeah.
Because you're now dating. Dating, it means you always try to look perfect. And this is a mistake because no one is
No
perfect.
one is perfect.
That's something everyone has to remember. Nobody is perfect. You have to know, you must even be more interested in the imperfections of your partner than his perfection.
Yeah.
Because those are the things that you need to handle before everything else. Yeah.
I guess some cases, God live comes back. I guess on some cases youth go wrong where they try to be in a relationship without a clear vision, just to have fun, maybe because their peers are dating, so they should try it. They think I think that's wrong. That's what.
That's also a mistake.
Yeah,
we
of
agree
course.
do it
That's also
because
wrong.
of peer pressure.
Yeah, no,
we really
that's-
agree with him.
You say I'm growing old, you know,
So you do it just because your friends are doing
my
it.
friends are getting married, I have to go.
And mostly girls.
The girls have the bandwagon, eh?
The bandwagon issue of it. And like that my classmate has I have a girl who said my classmate, all of them have got married. Now where am I? And
Your
she had
time
to look
has
for
not
someone
yet
then.
come.
Exactly, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Wow. God live again. Youth should also learn to have a purpose when planning to date. Dating is like annoy all other project.
Like any other project.
Like any other project, like any other project, so should be taken serious and planned for.
Yeah.
Don't start dating because everyone in your circle is dating.
Okay.
That could lead you to take regrettable decisions. Wow.
He's right.
Yeah.
That's
Don't look
true.
at what other people are doing. Please be yourself.
Hmm.
Be yourself. Have your own. That's what I'm telling you. If I go to the shop and I want soda and I ask them to give me Coca-Cola, you shouldn't give me Mirinda. You understand? That's someone without a decision. That this one works like the other. No.
And another thing, as what he said, what people should know is that the fact that she's unique. Her DNA is unique. Her fingerprints are unique. There's no other Sandrine in the whole world, in the billions and trillions of
They
people.
just share names.
She's the only Sandrine Wase with this fingerprint, and I'm the only Gilbert in the whole world. Which means even our home will be the only family like that. So there's no formula for those things. That's why you should never do it because others did it.
Yeah, sure.
Because the experience you're going to have also will be unique.
Unique.
Yeah.
It will be unique.
Yeah, like
You can find it. That's even a mistake many make, but people, when they advise you, they tell you never have so many advisors.
Oh, we have those ones.
That's a very big problem, because those are the things making families, like all these divorces we are seeing. It's because of that. You find the man has like 5 advisors. The woman has like 6 women advising
yeah, that's
her.
exactly why I
And
am
all
not.
those people, they are bringing unique experiences.
Yeah.
You don't have the same families. You don't have the, and they want you to use the experience in your
Go
family.
watch Deceived by the other lady.
Yeah, that's why we are
Have
not.
you seen that song?
You know?
That's why we are not even
yeah,
fan of bridal showers and all that.
No, we don't.
We don't like those. We don't like those because, you know, those kind of things are the things that are going to, you know, pull out people. Whatever they tell you, they're telling you out of their experiences. It's theirs.
You're getting a mixture of different experiences from different unique people that you don't even need.
So you guys, you don't believe in the bridal shower?
We don't.
I think we'll have a topic one day on those.
No. We don't, and we never did, and we will never do it.
You see, even parents. You see, even
kitchen
parents.
shower, everything.
No.
Shower.
Even on
There's
the
groom's shower.
There's even groom's shower.
Have you heard of that?
even on the parenting side. Sometimes when, for example, if you have a parent who had a bad experience in their marriage, they advise you according to their experience.
So men are bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
they show you how men are monsters, you know, stuff like that. So that's why, you know, you should just look.
Should I show you why these bridal showers and whatever shower is wrong?
We need a topic.
No, can I show you why it's wrong before maybe we go? We can even do another topic.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Let me show you why it's wrong. Before I met her, I met different girls and it didn't work. You see that? Before she met me, she met different guys and it didn't work. Now look, these same people that we met and didn't work, they went and met other people and it worked. And now those same people, they are coming to advise us on how we must be together.
Yeah, sure.
Through a bridal shower, a baby
very
shower.
big mistake.
It's a very big mistake because those people, we could have met one of them and it didn't work. It couldn't work. Now they are coming to give us their own experiences.
And among those that come, they are those who it didn't work.
It didn't work with other people.
Most of them.
Which means
And the ones advising
the
now.
fact that it didn't work with that person, it means you're not meant to be together. And that person has to have another experience different from yours.
What's your conclusion?
Now imagine you're taking those experiences, you want to implement them in your my friend.
What do you advise?
Last word.
Of course, I will come back to that thing. No one is perfect, but remember you're unique. The person, if your partner, it's working together, then you must always make sure that same person is your best friend. You don't need any other advisor. You see, especially the opposite sex. That's dangerous. You see,
True.
you have to make sure that anything happening to you, she has to be the first person to know and to advise you. But if you need maybe something, you know,
Extra
a big advice, you can get it from a friend, or like a brother. If you're a man, you can get it from a brother who's older than you, maybe who knows how, who can tell you how to handle that, but not tell you how to handle your wife. No.
True.
Maybe that situation you're going through as a man, he can guide you, but not about your wife. Because when it comes to your wife, that's you and her. You don't need anyone else to tell you how to handle your wife. Because she's your wife, she's not his wife. He has his own wife.
Gilbert, Arafat. Thank you, Gilbert. Arafat.
My last words, when it comes to our topic, the first important thing I want people to know that if you are going into a relationship, know which relationship are you going into.
Yes.
Which relationship? Is it a funny way relationship? Is it a marriage leading relationship? Which relationship? Is it a friendly, just relationship? So that's it. If you are going into a relationship for marriage, please make sure that you first make the other person your best friend. Make sure you understand each other very well. Researchers have shown that good time for dating, if you want to date for the marriage, it's between 28 and 32. It's the good time to be at that age.
They expect you to be mature enough.
28 and 32. So, you can tell me a 15 years old girl or boy is dating someone for marriage. Just be able to see what is going on. If you know you're dating someone at that age, just know it might end there or it might go further, but have a purpose.
Because marriage is not for kids.
I'm saying you should have a purpose of why you're dating. That's the most important thing. If you're dating for marriage, date for marriage. And dating for marriage requires you to first understand someone, first make the other person your good friend, and then time for discussing about marriage comes later. It's a process. It doesn't just come out of the blue. So that's the most important thing maybe people have to do. To live better, to have a good, long and successful marriage.
Thank you, Arafat. Sandrine?
Yeah, I'm not saying anything different from what they said, but the biggest thing I would emphasize on is still friendship. Make sure there's friendship between you guys, because when you're friends, you know, you don't hide anything from anyone.
Nothing to hide.
Yeah, and that's the fastest. If there is even fastest, I don't know. That's the fastest point. So make sure you're first friends, make sure you first know each other well. You know, just when you're friends, everything just goes to.
Okay.
Yeah. It just
Thank you
goes
so
to
much. What I've got from today is friendship. Friendship first, intimacy later.
Yeah.
As dating goes on.
Sure.
And it
Can even come at
take
home.
time. Yeah. So this has been Open Up Africa. We should have them back. Thank you very much, Sandrine and Gilbert.
You're welcome.
And it's agreed we'll have you back. Very interesting. And of course, continue following us on our social media pages. Just type #OpenUpAfrica. Join the discussions. We'll be all there to join you anytime, 24/7. Stay safe.